This is Sherri Patten Ceramics, and we're making a dog head. So you can see the shape right now that we're doing is kind of a hot dog or sausage. All right, so we're just going to take a little piece of clay, roll it in our hands, and there's our head. All you have to do is bend it and look at which side is fatter. I'm going to make this side a little bit fatter. Usually it'll just kind of come out that one side is fatter, and that part is going to be towards like the forehead, the top part of the head. And then the other way, the other part is the nose. So you can really see that that is the shape. So now you're just going to make some eyes. Really looks good when you make the 3D eyes, and it's really important that you make these because when you glaze, the glaze is going to pick up those eyes. If you just make a little hole, the glaze goes in the holes, and then all of a sudden you don't have eyes. All right, so now I'm going to do a little scoring and slipping. So this is right in the middle of this area right here, right? Because you want a little head space up here. And they got a brain up there. This scoring is for people doing low fire or high fire ceramics. If people don't score and put slip, I often find little eyes on the kiln shelf or at the bottom of the kiln. Very important. And I'm really going to press these on pretty well. It's good to make them, the little spheres, smaller than you think you need, because then when you press them on, they get larger. You can see that. And give them a little life. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and do that nose. I'm just fixing the end of this, just smoothing it a bit. There we go. Now the nose goes on top here, not here, because remember the mouth is going to go here. That wouldn't make sense. So all you're going to do is take a tiny piece of clay, roll it in your fingers, place it where you want, and it's going to go right here. I know it looks foolish right now, but it'll be fine once we press it on. I'm going to score here and score at the back. And then I'm going to put some slip. More than I think I need, always, to give it a nice, firm, strong bond. And then I'm really going to press that nose in so that it's no longer, you know, a bubble. It's no longer like something that you would see in a cartoon. It's more lifelike. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that paper clip. I'm just going to differentiate the nose from the mouth area, and I'm going to put two little holes here, and then I'm going to make that little line right down from the nose, and then that's going to go into the mouth, and I'm going to cut open the mouth. So I'm going to look at it from here. This is about halfway up, halfway down, and I'm going to cut it all the way here, because this is a carnivore. They have big mouths to eat large prey. Gotta get back on that line. There we are. Bring that back up. And then what I could do is I could put some teeth in there. I'm going to just show you really quickly how to make some teeth. Roll this. Woo! Press it down with my finger. And then I'm just going to cut the teeth. A little space between them. And then I would score and slip this part up inside the mouth. Now, if you don't want your dog to look scary, then maybe you wouldn't want to put teeth. I know I had some complaints that theirs looked scary after they did this. These teeth could be a little bit fatter, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Put some slip. Put this in here. And then you can really form them more once they're in them. You can make them, you know, more pointed, or make sure that they're inside the mouth also. See, now he does look scary, doesn't he? I think I'll take off part of this. Those are really big teeth. There we go. Now they're little teeth. Now they don't look so mad. Okay. So now we're going to make those ears really quickly. Ears can be anything, I'm telling you. Take 2 pieces of clay, rip them off, you know, make sure that they're about the same size, kind of, and you're fine. This is going to be a real simple one. And then ears are attached at the top of the head. Sorry about that alarm in the background. All the things that happen when you're videotaping. There we go. Put a bunch of slip. And we're going to add on those little ears. And once I get on these ears too, I can decide whether I want them to appear this way. These are kind of short little cute ears. If you don't like the teeth, just, you know, take them off. You can close back up the mouth. I can take them and form them into little points. I can even make them longer, but that will make them thinner at the same time, so it's good to know. Try not to make them too skinny, because otherwise they tend to break off. And there's our dog head. Now we're going to attach it. Take a piece of clay, make it into a donut, roll it around into your donut, and we're going to just press this together. That's a little bit too large. I'm going to take a piece out, roll it again. It's about right. Now I'm going to score and slip and put it on. This is something that you will have to, you'll have to hollow this out later on. Put this together. Oop. And score this part. And score under the head, where you're going to want to connect it about right there. There we go. Bunch of slip here. And press on. Bunch of slip at the top. Press on. And add it. And then I'm really going to press these guys together. Now notice how I'm really holding it. I'm stabilizing it. I'm making sure that it all has support. I'm holding it on the sides when I'm bringing these two together, when I'm pressing this neck into the body. It's really important to support it at all times. There we go. Press it into the head here. And I'm just going to blend it. If it's too fat, you can always cut some off or make it a longer neck. Okay, I can bend the neck. And what I like to do always is I like to tip the head. You know, maybe it's looking up at you, looking up at a bird in the sky, something. And that's it.